Welcome, Facebook family and friends, to our annual KAYDAY 2023. We want to welcome you to our show today. We have surprises for you throughout the show. As a matter of fact, this is our first talk show, KAYDAY Talk Show 2023. Welcome.
Hey, hello there. This is our 5th KAYDAY.
Which one? How many?
Our 5th.
5th one.
Yes, actually, Kayla would be 32 years old this week, and so we're here to honor her life. And we want to shout out, though, to her eldest sister, Taylor, and to our granddaughter, AC2, Amari.
Ham.
To our granddaughter number 1, AC1, Araya.
She's in the house. You might see her later.
And then we want to shout out to our son, Christian, and his lovely wife, Shayna. So, and all our family and friends from East Coast, West Coast, North, South, we want to thank you for joining us today. Back in 2017, we lost our daughter, Kayla, to SUDEP, which is the sudden, unexpected death from epilepsy. But our family decided to turn our mourning into mission, and we established the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation to connect with, care for our community by providing scholarships for freshman students, providing resources and information for those living with epilepsy, and to raise awareness in our community. We also want to sponsor activities that highlight the creative arts. So on behalf of the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation, its board members, we thank you for joining us today. This is our annual health and wellness event, and you will see that we will have things like
a variety of things, but what I forgot to tell you, Facebook family and friends, was that this is a talk show, and I am the host. I am the host of the show. My name is Bernard Perry. This is my lovely wife. She is my co-host. She thinks she's the host, but I am the co-host. Dear, introduce yourself to the people.
Well, I'm so glad that he put me in my place today and that I am his co-host. Little does he know, I will shut this down. You understand what I'm saying? Shut it down. But let's get back on. What types of things are we going to show today?
Art. We have a surprise. We have a guest artist. Obviously music, because Kayla loved music. We also have a surprise cooking show for you as well.
And we also always include mental health wellness.
Yes.
And the things that Kayla liked to do, she liked to cook. That's why you'll see the demo.
Yes.
She liked to sing. That's why that. She also wrote poetry. We're going to have some poetry today. And she liked Zumba. She and I would go to Zumba classes, and we will have an exercise session. So we want to prepare you now to have your water,
get your gear,
have your tennis shoes on. Bernard and I have our tennis shoes on.
Yes.
And the team have their tennis shoes on so you can participate.
What we have coming up, dear?
Well, we want to remind everyone, though, what do we want them to do? What do we need
share and like?
Share and like, and comment.
Yes.
We are on Facebook under Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation, and we are under YouTube under the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation. So we want you to share, like, and comment.
Yes.
Now, we have a few people coming up, and we want to let you know who's coming up.
Yes.
First, we have Jay DeRoth. How do we know Jay?
You know Jay a little bit better than I do, because he's your...
What do you mean I know him a little bit better?
Well, you call him your homeboy.
He is my homeboy. Yeah. Actually, Jay is from Pittsburgh. Yeah. Thank you.
I know Jay because we all went to Howard University together.
HU, you know. Yes. HU is in the house again.
I'm going to sponsor our show. I'm expecting her to throw all that out. Howard University, you need to sponsor this show. I'll reach out to you.
So Jay will be joining us and showing throughout the show.
Yes.
You will see
some
specific art pieces that he has created, and we do have some other special ones which will cause a whole bunch of conversation. We also have our 2022 Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation winner,
Yes.
Mr. CJ, also known as Clifton Jones. And we have Ashley Jackson
Yes.
singing.
Yes.
So we want you to sit back, relax, and watch the show.
Yes.
Scholarship winner of the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation. I am currently a freshman in college and I attend the University of the Arts in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My goals are to become a successful filmmaker, writer, and stage director. Also want to help provide opportunities for young African American students around the world that are involved in the performing arts. The Kayla Perry Ross Memorial Foundation is helping provide scholarships to young students such as myself, and it's also helping with raising awareness on epilepsy. It's extremely important that we are aware of those who are currently dealing with epilepsy. It is important that we help them and also help them with avoiding things that may trigger their epilepsy. Thank you, and God bless.
There is a name that is so precious, a name so wonderful to me, a name so worthy of all praises. Because of him I am made free. That name is Jesus. Oh, how I love him, the one who gave his life for me. Because of love so unconditional, I will have life eternally. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. That name speaks peace unto my storm clouds. The name speaks calm unto my fears. And when I feel that no one loves me, his loving presence is so near. That name is Jesus. Oh, how I love him, the one who gave his life for me. Because of love so unconditional, I will have life eternally. Praise that name. Praise that name. Praise that name. Praise
know you enjoyed that awesome artwork that was displayed. We hope that you saw something that you liked. Our 2022 scholarship winner, Cliff Jones. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We believe in God that he's going to do great things. And we had one more.
Ashley sang.
Ashley, the song, yes.
By
yes.
Yolanda Adams.
Yes, outstanding.
She took us to another place. Okay, come on back, y'all. We're back at KAYDAY now, okay? Just come on back. Just come on back.
Yes.
Thank you, Ashley, for sharing your gift with us. And who do we have here today?
We have a very special guest that dropped in on us, one of our board of directors, Danielle Lewis. Danielle, let the people know why you're with us today.
All right. Hey, family.
Hey.
What's
Good
going
to see you.
on?
Good to
What's
see you.
going on? I'm here to drop some knowledge about epilepsy technology. What's going
Epilepsy
on
technology.
in technology in the epilepsy world.
Okay.
Okay. So for every 3 out of 10 epilepsy patients, the drug medications, the drugs do not work.
Okay.
Right? So, of course, the doctors will prescribe with combo. That's their first option. And the last option, which they don't actually do often, is surgical. Right? So that is to remove part of the brain.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's a little severe.
Right.
Right? And not everyone is qualified for it.
Okay.
So what's new, not necessarily new, but recent, is neuromodulation therapy.
Say that one more time for us.
Neuromodulation therapy, okay? It is an implant.
Okay.
It's surgical, but it's less invasive.
Okay.
It's an implant that's FDA approved, and there are 3 types of devices.
Okay.
And these devices can be programmed, reprogrammed, removed, just like a heart pacemaker.
Oh.
Okay? So they can be programmed to detect any unusual brain activity where the seizures occur, to monitor, just every day, and to respond within milliseconds if the brain needs some additional pulses sent to them to balance it out and put it on a normal basis. The first device is vagus nerve stimulation
Okay,
therapy.
wait a minute, Daniel. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but
Vagus nerve.
where is the vagus nerve?
Well, the vagus nerve is in the neck.
Okay.
So the implant though goes on the inside the skin under the left chest.
Okay.
Right, and then small invisible wires wrap around the vagus nerve.
Wow.
Because the vagus nerve is seizure responsive.
Oh.
Okay, so that's number 1. That's the first device. It's
Vagus
called
nerve.
VNS.
Okay, vagus nerve.
The second one is responsive neurostimulation, RNS. And this implant is placed inside the skull bone.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's
right?
a lot. Isn't that kind of?
But it's not as invasive as removing part of the brain.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
The third is deep brain stimulation. And it is implanted directly on the part of the brain that is seizure responsive.
So then what type of individuals who are living with epilepsy, what determines which particular surgery?
Well, that's between the parents, the patient, and the doctors. Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Because again, even though it's not as severe as removing part of the brain, it is surgery, right?
Correct.
So all these things need to be considered.
All right.
And as far as costs are concerned, if you live in a major city in the U.S., or anywhere really, you'll find a neurosurgeon that is able to do the implants, right? And it's reasonable and customary. Both you and I were claims processors.
We paid claims.
Yes, we did, okay? And so reasonable and customary for any insurance company, just like a heart pacemaker.
Okay, so for those who are listening, for their family and all that, when they speak with their physician or their practitioners and work closely with the insurance company, you're saying that for the most part, it should be something that is reasonable in terms of cost.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
What's also on the horizon and is currently in either development or in clinical trials is a seizure alert warning system that's an app on your phone or your watch, on your smartphone
now,
or watch.
we could have used that when
For
Kayla was
Right.
alive.
Yeah,
Right.
Kayla wanted, well, technology has really advanced since the time that we found out that our daughter had epilepsy, because what we were looking at was the dog.
Right.
They have dogs that they train for that, and obviously she didn't want a dog, so that medical alert thing would have worked well for her as long as we blinged it up.
Yeah. Well, and then, but the phone also warns you all.
Yeah.
Emergency
Yes.
contacts,
Right.
family members,
That's good.
etc.
That's
So
good. That's
they're
good.
working on that. I think a couple of them are in clinical trial stages.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that's something to look
I
forward
was
to.
going to say, I think that's definitely, given
Yes.
the world we live in now, where we're
Yeah.
all on our phones
Right.
and apps, and so it would not be odd for a child or an adult to utilize something like that.
Right.
And they have them for other type diseases already.
Right.
So that's really, really, really great
Excellent
news.
information. Excellent information, and it's information for you to use for those who are dealing with epilepsy, those who may know someone who's dealing with epilepsy, to research these things individually, because it is an individual decision, just like Danielle said, and between you and your doctor, but it's so much more that's available now, as opposed to when we started our journey with our baby girl. And so,
Yes, but over 20 years ago,
Yeah.
because she
Right.
was 11 when she was diagnosed
Yes.
with
Right.
Yes.
epilepsy.
Yes.
Right.
Was there any other final thoughts you wanted to leave with those watching, Danielle?
No, I mean, well, yeah, really. Technology is great, but it's only useful if we use it.
Yes.
Right? So you have to have volunteers for the clinical trials. You have to have funding for the development, and it can only get better if we actually volunteer and use it, right?
Right.
So that's my last thought.
Okay. All right.
thank you. Sit right there for a minute, Danielle. We have coming up.
Yes, actually, you and I are coming up next. We actually worked with the Epilepsy Foundation to share our personal story about what happened to Kayla, and to promote the importance of advocacy
Yes.
and empowerment of
Yes.
families.
Yes.
To talk more about SUDEP.
Yes.
We are very much supportive of our practitioners and healthcare providers sharing with parents, families
Yes.
about the possibility of SUDEP, which is what we were not made aware of, sudden unexpected death. We also have Miss Monique Gary,
Yes.
who will be providing some mental health tips. We always like to have those because that is important, just like our physical health, right? And then we have Miss Mariah Johnson, who will be singing a song. And
I remember, I'm just going to say, I remember her when she was at Calvary Christian Academy. She was a little girl. Now she's a grown woman. So this is exciting for me as well. We also have a cooking
yes,
demonstration
this is new
as well.
for this particular
yes.
year, right?
Yes,
And,
because Kayla liked to cook. So we're excited about those things.
and who's coming up to cook is Doreen Johnson, which
Yes.
is actually our niece. And she is married to our nephew, Cortez.
Yes.
And then you'll see some other work by Jay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's watch the video. We need to talk.
We need to talk.
Kayla is the youngest of 3 kids.
She's a daddy's girl, energetic, artsy, athletic.
Kayla was diagnosed at the age of 11. She had her bowl of grits and she dropped them. I looked at her kind of odd and I was like, "What's wrong with you?" She was like, "Ma, I don't know." And then I noticed again she had a tremor. The pediatric neurologist diagnosed her with what's called JME, which is juvenile myoclonic epilepsy. Her epilepsy was triggered by lack of sleep.
I was July 6, She was not feeling well, and she had had some seizures at work, and she was going home. So I immediately left work early. She looked tired, and I just said, you know, do you want anything to eat? Do you need anything? Just make sure you lay down. Daddy, I'm fine. So I left her about 4:30, 3:45. I knew I needed to go pick up my wife because that day was also our anniversary. My wife and I, we go out to dinner.
So we probably come back in the house around 10. And I hit the steps to go up to Kayla's room to check on her. And the first thing that I noticed was that she was face down in the pillow. I go over to her and I touch her and she's still a little warm. But when I try to move her, she felt like a sack of bricks.
I hear this scream from my wife calling my name. And so I run into the room and I noticed that she was just not responding.
We begin to work CPR on her. And when the paramedics get there, they put her on the machine and we're still breathing and they tell us she's gone.
I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that my daughter was gone. I just couldn't believe it.
And I would say that was probably the most horrible day of our lives.
We have the same birthday, May 9th. My anniversary is July 6th. The day she passed is an emptiness that I can't feel. If we'd have known that SUDEP existed, along with the sleep deprivation, we would have changed a lot of things in how we monitor her, and particularly probably how she monitored herself.
No one ever gave us a pamphlet. No one ever put anything in our hands. No one ever gave us a website or a link and said, you know what, you might not really be ready for this, but why don't you read it anyway? Never. So I know that there's a big need for more education and awareness about SUDEP.
I think that the more knowledge that individuals have and more information that families have, and that individual themselves who's dealing with epilepsy, the more they're able to handle it and manage it.
We need to talk about SUDEP.
We need to talk about SUDEP
to end SUDEP.
Hello, my name is Monique Gary and I am a licensed clinical social worker in the state of California as well as the state of Arizona. In support of the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation, which brings awareness to epilepsy, I will be speaking about the mental health effects of epilepsy with the focus on major depressive disorder, which we're going to call MDD moving forward, and persistent depressive disorder, which is also known as high functioning depression, or we're going to call it PDD. This is because people with epilepsy are more likely to develop depression and or other mood disorders before they even have their first seizure. So let's start off by simplifying the difference between major depressive disorder and persistent depressive disorder. With major depressive disorder, there is an impairment in one or more of the core areas of your life, and you are exhibiting two or more symptoms of the cluster for major depressive disorder daily, almost daily for the last 2 weeks. And the impairment in those core areas, it could be, your core areas are basically work, if you're a student, you know, school, home, daily activities, relationships, right? Those are your core areas. And because you're exhibiting symptoms of depression, it's impairing you in one of those core areas where you could, for example, be at risk of losing your job, being kicked out of school, you're not able to sustain relationships. It can be any of those things as a result from symptoms that you're experiencing because you have major depressive disorder. And these things, and this has started, it's been consistent for 2 weeks minimum. Now, with persistent depressive disorder, yes, you can be experiencing those same things. However, there's no impairment in the core areas of your life. You are able to continue to go to work. I refer to it as you put your game face on. right? You go to work, or you're in school, you're a high achiever, you're able to sustain relationships and all that. But the inside of you, and only you know about it or whoever you share it with, you really struggle to do these things and you feel like crap when you do them, basically. But you're able to do it. So there's no impairments. And this is something that has been going on for 2 or more years. So let's look at the causes of this. One of the causes, it can just simply be genetic. It just runs in your family. It's a history on your mom or your dad, if not both sides, of depression, right? It can also be life events. I often tell my clients, like, listen, every morning you wake up, there is an opportunity for something to happen. It can just simply be your personality. Do you know that there are certain personality traits that are more prone to depressive disorders than others? It could be the medication that you're taking. Remember, we all have seen it, like you read all the side effects of medication. Depression's on some of those, you know. Anyway. And then it can be your brain chemistry as well. There can be an imbalance in your neurotransmitters. And our neurotransmitters, they regulate our mood, right? So if your neurotransmitters aren't shooting where they need to shoot, guess what? It can lead to depression. And then lastly, it can be a chronic medical condition such as epilepsy. For this reason, it is my professional opinion that you seek a mental health professional and you meet with a minimum every other week. The likelihood of somebody who has epilepsy and they have major depressive disorder, they're more than likely already in therapy. So the concern more so is towards people who have epilepsy and they have persistent depressive disorder, because, you know, again, you're pushing through and you're getting things done, and even though you know that you don't feel right inside, you're able to put your game face on. You need an outlet. So again, I would like to thank the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation for allowing me to speak about depression. Please visit their website, which is right here. And look at, and so you can read more about them. They give scholarships yearly for students. And there's a Facebook page. Please visit the Facebook page. That's right here. And just, you know, again, go to one or the other site, or both. And just look at how you can also bring awareness to epilepsy.
Beautiful like a flower.
Welcome to Dee's Kitchen. I am so excited to be a part of KAYDAY 2023. I am the cousin of Kayla Ross Perry. We were excited and overjoyed to have her a part of our wedding July 1st, 2017. Unfortunately, July 6, 2017, we lost her to SUDEP. My joy and passion for my family, for her, and everyone is cooking. She enjoyed eating spicy foods, her and her dad, Bernard Perry. Today, I'm going to demonstrate for you buffalo chicken dip. It's very simple. It's a nice snack for the family. It can even be filling. All you need is Philadelphia cream cheese at 8 ounce. You want to leave it out so that it's room temperature and easy to smash. You can use canned chicken. I use the Tyson's today. It's 12.7 ounces. I use 3 cans of them. Also, ranch dressing. I use about a cup of ranch dressing along with the 3 cans of the chicken that you want to chop up and have in your bowl with your cream cheese and your ranch dressing. I use a cup and a half of Sweet Baby Ray's buffalo wing sauce. I also use shredded cheese. I use 2.5 cups of shredded cheese. I normally do Colby Jack and cheddar for creaminess. You mix this all up and you want to put it in the oven for about an hour at 350, and then it will be ready to eat. I have one done for you guys. Buffalo chicken dip. We normally have it with Tostito chips, but you can use Tostito chips, you can use crackers, you can use toast, whatever you would like to have with it. It's a family favorite. It's very enjoyable, quick and easy. And if you want to follow me, I am at Dee's Kitchen on Instagram. Also, if you would like more information on SUDEP and would like to help in the fight for SUDEP, please follow us at Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation.org. Have a good day.
Welcome back. Well, we are on a roll. Thank you for staying with us. But remember, we need you to remember to like, share,
and comment.
Yes. Once again, like, share, and comment. Please do that for us. Boy, that was a lot. Did you enjoy the singing? The singing and the cooking, because Kayla enjoyed cooking, I think. Dee's Kitchen, what did they cook? Spicy, what is that?
Buffalo chicken dip. That never stays around at our house. I don't know if you guys know about buffalo chicken dip, but I can tell you at our house, it doesn't stay around. Thank you, Dee, for cooking, for showing us that demo. We also want to thank Monique Gary.
Yes, for that mental health.
For those mental health tips.
Yes.
And also, we hope that the video that you watched that came from the Epilepsy Foundation that shared our story about Kayla will be helpful to someone else.
Yes.
Our goal is to help people avoid having to live through SUDEP.
Yes.
We don't want anyone else to have to leave this earth because of SUDEP. And so that is why we're talking about it. We need to talk about SUDEP, the sudden unexpected death from epilepsy. No one else needs to leave here too soon. So we hope that that's been inspirational, and we hope again that you've enjoyed the artwork, right?
Yes, as that, which leads us into more artwork is coming up from Jay.
Yes. We are, did you bring, you got your tennis shoes, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Dear, you know you're not exercising. What are you talking? Why are you raising up? Well, anyway, we have exercising coming up, so you can get your exercise in this morning. Make sure you have your water. Be safe, be safe. We have exercise session coming up by LaShonda Talbot.
Yes.
As well, intermission a little bit with more art from Jay.
Correct.
Right, and he has a special piece.
Okay, let's not talk about this now because it's going to
You wanna
cause you.
wait? Okay,
Yes,
okay.
because it's going to cause you some
Yeah,
problems.
but we're gonna talk
But
about
we
it when
have
we
to
come
talk
back.
about
We're
this
gonna
next
talk about it.
piece.
We're gonna talk
But
about it
let's watch now.
now. Thank you.
Hello everybody, welcome to Fit for Life. We are about to present our cardio blast class, but first I am LaShonda Talbot, and I just want to say thank you so much to Mrs. Perry for inviting us to take part in KAYDAY and showing awareness to epilepsy. So we're super excited to join everybody. So this is your opportunity to work out with us. We only have about 10 minutes, so get yourself ready. We're gonna warm up first and then we're gonna go straight into the workout. All right, I understand that Kayla loves Zumba. Though this is not Zumba, I believe that you are going to have an awesome time. All right, so y'all ready? Yes! All right, here we go. Here we go, arms up. And exhale down. Deep breath in. And we exhale down. Shoulders up and back. We walk in. You have to move for the whole time. Slight breaks, but we're gonna move the whole time. Here we go. We got a modified jumping jack. And you gotta smile while you're working. 5, 6. We going back to our walk. Let's go. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2. We jumping jacks regular if you can. Come on, keep going. We gonna count you down. Let's go. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We walking it out. Hey, we almost there. We almost warmed up. Come on. 4. Come on, we getting warmed up. 2. Jumping jacks one more time. We got it. 8, 7, 6. Come on. You're pulling it down. Woo. We're going for squats. 4. Open those feet shoulder width apart. Put your shoulders up and in your back pocket. Put your weight in your heels. Here we go. Sit it down. 8. Pull it up. 7. Up. 6. Up. 5. Up. 4. 3. 2. 1. You're gonna hold that squat down. Sit it. Chest up. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Bring it up and walk it out. We're cooling down. Arms up. And exhale down. And up. And down. Thank you so much for having us. Come back and see us again. And hold it down. Exhale down. Take it all the way down. And up. And we hold it down. Great job, y'all.
Welcome back. Boy, I know you're tired. Like I said, I knew she wasn't going to get up and do too much exercise. She tried. She tried. And so for those of you who worked out, thank you, LaShonda. Thank you for that workout, for that awesome workout.
How are you going to talk about what I didn't do? How do you know I could have stepped aside?
No, you got up and you tried. I give you a hand clap for effort. But for those who worked out, thank you for joining us, and thank LaShonda again for that
Yes.
wonderful exercise, because that was important to Kayla, important to us as well, because her and her mom from time to time would go to Zumba classes, but Kayla was also a soccer player.
Yes.
She played soccer growing up, and she was really, really good at it. She got most of her skills from her dad, which is...
Okay, wait.
Wait.
Say-
I'm the host. Remember,
Yeah.
I am the host.
And I'm the
I'm the
co-host.
Oh, that's right,
I
co-host.
don't
My
know
fault.
if this was really in the plan to talk about her getting her skills from you as it relates to playing soccer.
She was really good in soccer, was she
She
not?
was really good.
Yeah,
She
did.
was really good. Okay.
And Jay, for another art piece, the art is really an awesome expression, and he's an excellent artist, so hopefully he's triggering our viewers to look at his art and review his art and even purchase his art.
Absolutely, and if you go to his website, you will also see prints.
Yes.
So not only can you purchase his specific customized designs, but you can also purchase prints, okay?
So what do we have coming up next? We have an infomercial by Jay, as a matter of fact, and then there's an art piece that's really, how can I say this?
Well, be careful.
Without being...
Just be careful before you
I don't
start
want any
talking
Deltas
about this
calling
art
me.
piece.
Now, this piece, well, my wife will talk more about it.
Can I talk about
I
it?
was trying to figure out how it got into the video, how it got on this show at all. But go ahead, dear. Tell the people about it.
So, after you hear from Jay, you will see 2 specific special pieces that were commissioned by my big sisters and sorors from Alpha Chapter, 1981 line, for their 40th anniversary. And so it is another example of how talented Jay is, and we hope that it will encourage other Greek organizations, if they would like to commission Jay as well.
Okay, as the host, watch your tone. Watch your tone when you say other Greek organizations. First of all, I give a shout out to the ladies of Delta Sigma Theta.
Yes.
Thank you for your continued support. And to the brothers of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, we thank you for your support as well. Jay, you got to hook a brother up. We got to sit down and talk. It's all good that she snuck it in there, but we should have had some other art in there as well. But I'm gonna talk to you. It's all good. Once again, we also thank all the Divine Nine for your continued
Absolutely.
prayers and your support.
Absolutely.
What do we also have coming up is the first seizure first aid. Right?
Yes,
We have
absolutely.
that
Yes,
coming up
we
as
have that coming
well,
up.
and that's really, really important, along with our 22 2022 essay contest.
winner.
Miss Janae Suggs.
Essay winner, yes, Janae Suggs.
Yes.
And currently she is a freshman at University of District of Columbia. And she is going to share with us a little bit. And she actually drew a picture of a brain. So hopefully you will enjoy that as well. We are actually excited about all our freshman students.
Yes.
Who we expect them to go on and do great things. And we hope that they will remember the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation and that they will also spread the word about epilepsy. I wanted to say just one thing. In terms of the seizure video, it is something that schools can use. You can go to the Epilepsy Foundation of America website on their YouTube page, and you can easily download it. It is very, very important to be able to have these resources if you're in school, if you're in a community center, and it will help you and the community know what to do. And later on, you're going to hear about some things to do if someone has a seizure. But we do also want to remind you that we are not physicians and that what we're doing is just passing on information. And that if you really have specific questions about what to do or how to handle it, you can go to your healthcare professional.
All righty.
All right, and let's watch the video.
Yes.
Greetings and welcome to KAYDAY 23. I'm so excited to share my artwork for this event sponsored by the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation to raise awareness about epilepsy. To find out more about this organization and this effort, please go to www.KaylaRossPerryMemorialFoundation.org. And to find out more about my artwork, please go to www.JAYDURRAHSART.com. And I'd like to make a donation to this foundation. So any sales made during the month of May, I will be making a donation towards this organization. Thank you and have a great day.
Guys, give us some room. He's having a seizure.
Get me some towels.
Okay. Stay calm. It's going to be fine. Help me get him on his side. All right, listen up, fellas. Before we practice, I want to go over a couple of things. First, I'd like to welcome back Michael. Huh? Good to have you back. We all know Michael has epilepsy, and he shared his seizure with us in the game. He has something he wants to say.
Yeah, thank you all for supporting me, and thanks to Coach for knowing what to do. I'm sorry if my seizure scared you guys. It could be scary for me too. But what's even more scary is if people didn't know what to do.
So today, we are going to learn seizure first aid thanks to the Epilepsy Foundation. We're teammates, right? We take care of one another, we count on one another, and when anyone with epilepsy has a seizure in front of you, they're your teammate, and they're counting on you. So, first, stay with him. Okay, stay calm and keep others around you calm and out of the way. Protect him, keep him safe. It's also important to remember that the person having the seizure should be lying down and that there is nothing harmful in their way. Turn them on their side and support their head so that they're not banging it and so they don't choke. Never put anything in their mouths and do not hold them down. Time the seizure till the very end. Okay? Knowing how long the seizure lasts is important information for the doctors to know. If the seizure lasts more than 5 minutes, call 911. When you see somebody having a seizure, you're going to feel a little powerless. But if you protect them, and if you stick with them by their side, you're doing the right thing. Okay? All right, let's practice this.
Bulldogs on 3. 1, 2, 3. Bulldogs!
Go.
And I am 19 years old. I'm a freshman at the University of the District of Columbia. I major in business and hopes to become a mogul in the beauty industry. I was the winner of the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation essay contest in 2022. I was so grateful and very excited to have won. Thank you to the KRPM Foundation. The one fond memory I have of Kayla was her prom. She was absolutely stunning on that day. Kayla and my big sister Ashley were really great friends. I was 15 at the time of Kayla's passing. Epilepsy is a disorder in which nerve activity in the brain is disturbed, causing seizures. During a seizure, one may experience abnormal behavior, sensation, even sometimes including loss of consciousness. The more you know, and the more educated you are, the less scary it is, and you're better mentally to help. A lot of people are not aware of this disease, as I wasn't myself, until it happened to our friend Kayla. I will continue to research and share what I know about epilepsy to my family, friends, and peers.
Welcome back, family. Once again, thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and what's the other word?
And comment.
And comment. Like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. Thank you for joining us. Jay, thank you for that infomercial. The art piece with the Delta Sigma Theta, I'm saying it, yes, I said it, but Jay, you gotta holler at your boy, because I got a special guest sitting right here with me. My wife's gonna introduce in a minute, and what was the other piece? Seizure first aid. My wife iterated it, it's critical, just like taking CPR.
Yes.
Seizure first aid is just as important, because a lot of times people run when they see someone, or you don't know what to do. So that video is critical, it's important. You're able to get it off of Epilepsy Foundation.org. So we thank you for being with us, dear. We have a special guest with us.
We forgot to also thank Janae.
Oh, that's right, Janae.
For
yes.
sharing your picture and your illustration of the brain.
Yes.
And for promoting epilepsy awareness.
And we expect big things out of Janae, our scholarship winner, contest winner for 2022. Thank you.
Okay. Well, who do we have here?
Yes, special guest.
I am in between Eric Gilliam, who is Kayla's godfather, and Danielle is her godmother.
Yes.
I'm in between Eric Gilliam and Bernard Perry, so please just pray for me right now, because I'm in between two Sigmas.
Who did not get that art piece.
I know that I'm going to hear a little bit more about the fact that there was some Delta artwork shown. And so, but I'm so glad that you are here today. And tell us, Eric, what are you going to share with us today?
Well, I'm going to talk about epilepsy, of course, but before I get there,
before you get there,
I just want to say two quick things. Jay, we went to Howard. All of us went to Howard.
Yeah.
We got to have a commissioned piece of art for Phi Beta Sigma. Remember that. It's just not fair.
Again, all they have to do is ask.
Well, we're asking you live. great name. So
got you, bro.
We got you.
Appreciate
So we'll deal with this after this.
Yes.
And when you look at Delta Sigma Theta, what's in the middle of every Delta Sigma Theta?
Yes, right there, right there, right in the middle, right
Of
there.
every Delta
What's she
Sigma
at?
Theta
What's she at? She
is a Sigma, so we got her sandwiched in. So we're going to go ahead on and get started with some epilepsy safety and CPR.
Okay. Okay.
Now, I just want to say a couple of things about safety and CPR and epilepsy. We have always thought that people swallow their tongues during an epileptic seizure.
Okay.
That is not true.
Okay.
You cannot swallow your tongue.
Okay.
Do not put something in someone's mouth. You will cause more harm than good.
Okay.
That's a new.
Second thing, epilepsy and CPR does not go together.
Can you say that one more time, Eric?
Epilepsy and CPR does not go together.
Okay.
Do not attempt to give anyone mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. It will cause, again, more harm than good.
That's good to
The
know.
person having an epileptic seizure will retain and get back to their normal breathing habits soon.
Yeah, that's
and we'll talk about that a little bit more later on. And also, never ever give a person anything to eat or drink during an epileptic seizure. Wait until they have fully recovered before you go into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what else?
So there are different types of seizures, and I just want to touch base on two specific seizures that you normally have to deal with. The first one is called focal onset seizure.
Okay.
And that is when there's a certain part of the brain that has a certain electrical stimulation in it, which causes a specific part of your body to twitch.
Okay. Wow. Yes.
And you got to be very, very careful with that. That's one part. And the second one, though, that we normally deal with is just generalized seizures. And another word for that is ionic clonic seizures.
Right. Well, it's interesting, though, Eric, because Kayla was diagnosed with juvenile myoclonic epilepsy, or JME.
That's
so
right.
that was a type of, which is the tremors.
Yep, it's the
things like
tremors,
that.
and with ionic-clonic, that's where you have seizures and you have tremors throughout your body.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you have to also understand that when a person is having a seizure, you must always be there from beginning to end.
Yeah.
Right.
You
Do
know,
not leave.
Do not
leave someone
when they're having a
who is
seizure.
going through a seizure.
Absolutely,
that is very critical.
absolutely. There are some do's and don'ts that we want to talk about quickly here about seizures. And when a person is having a seizure, carefully lay that person down on their side.
Okay.
While they're on their side, try to put something like a pillow, a blanket, or whatever underneath their head to make them comfortable.
If you don't have a pillow, most times you're not traveling with a pillow. Use your coat, use a sweater, use a shirt.
Absolutely.
Something soft to help the person.
Yeah. Also, it's important to make sure that the immediate area that they're lying down on is clear of anything that could injure them or cause more harm to them as well. So you be very, very clear about that. And Brother Bernard talked about the blanket, the pillow. He reemphasized that's very, very important to make sure that we do that. If they're wearing eyeglasses of some sort, remove the eyeglasses also to prevent further injury also. Now, here's the thing. We're going to talk about this more. I'm just going to touch on it. It's important to time the seizure.
Okay. So say that again. When you say
It's
time,
very
you mean?
important to time it to see how long the seizure lasts from beginning to end.
And is there some little rule about the number of minutes?
So if it lasts for more than 5 minutes, then you should be a little concerned and call 911. But we're not going to go into that yet.
No.
I'll give you more information.
Yeah, we
about
want you
that.
to stay with us, and so that we can discuss that 911 piece a little bit more.
Absolutely.
I guess our viewers need to really hear about that.
Absolutely, we can do that. So we talked about some of the do's.
Yeah.
Right.
There's some don'ts that we want to also emphasize and recognize. Do not restrict a person's movements while they're having a seizure.
Very good. Very good.
Please do not restrict their movements. And I said this earlier as it relates to CPR. Epilepsy and CPR does not go together. Do not attempt to provide anyone with any CPR.
That's good.
No mouth-to-mouth resuscitations. Do not do that. Do not put anything in their mouth. And as we stated earlier, a person cannot swallow their tongue.
Yeah.
That's a myth that's been going down over the years. And keep that in mind. And there's some other things that we want to talk about, but we'll save that for later. But those are just some of the highlights, do's and don'ts, and things about epilepsy that we want to be concerned with.
That's great information, Mr. Gilliam. So we want to keep you and come back to you to really get into a little bit about the 911.
Sure.
Because we're intrigued about that, and we want our viewers to hear a little bit more about that. So we have some other guests coming up. Dear, can you let the people know who's coming up?
Coming up next, we're going to have Allison Kukla from the Epilepsy Foundation, and she's going to be sharing all the various services that are available, support services, research, technology, support services. I actually work with her in terms of support, grief support. There's a grief support app. And so we work in that way. We also have our first 2022 Children of the Gospel Scholarship winner, Christian Inman.
Christian.
And then we have a poem by Miss Sabrina Nash. And Sabrina is actually the stepmom of our oldest granddaughter, AC1. And Sabrina actually is a lifesaver for me, because she encouraged me to write poetry.
That's nice.
And she encouraged me to get my feelings out. And like 6 years ago, when it was really, really raw for me, I was able to just share, and she encouraged me. So I thank Sabrina for that. Okay. Let's watch now.
Hi everyone, my name is Allison Kukla and I'm the Senior Manager for Programs and Partnerships at the Epilepsy Foundation. I'm excited to partner with the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation for their annual KAYDAY event, since raising awareness about epilepsy and SUDEP is just some of the important work we do at the foundation. So let me tell you about a few of the programs we offer. At the foundation, we have a national helpline that offers 24/7 support in both English and Spanish. Our trained resource specialists are available to answer questions about epilepsy and seizures and connect people to national and local resources. We offer a variety of programming, which includes bereavement services to support those in the community after a loss. Our bereavement coordinators offer one-on-one support to individuals and families that contact us who have lost someone to SUDEP or other epilepsy-related mortalities. In addition to one-on-one support, we offer a community for the bereaved with our support groups. We have 2 monthly groups, our virtual adult group and our virtual young adult group. All are welcome to join us. We also offer ways to remember loved ones and raise awareness about SUDEP. We have our eJourney campaign where families can submit a story and photo to help educate and raise awareness by sharing their story with the community. As you can tell, we have a variety of ways to support those in the community and especially our bereaved families and individuals that reach out to us. It's important to acknowledge everyone needs different support, especially when it comes to grief. So we make sure we have support services in place for everyone that contacts us. If you have any questions about the foundation or our programs, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can see our information there on the screen, and thanks for having me today.
Hi, I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Christian Inman, and I am a first year here at Berklee College of Music in Boston, Massachusetts, studying voice, and I am the 2022 Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation Scholarship winner for COTG. I love my school. I love what I get to do here every single day. I get to study music, which is my passion, and I get to spread it and spread joy to the rest of the world through what I love to do. And I'm so grateful to have been awarded this scholarship because it allows me to go here and study what I love with some of the best professors in the entire world. Organizations like the Kayla Ross Memorial Foundation is so important because we get to keep epilepsy in our daily conversations. And the more we bring awareness and the more we keep epilepsy in our daily conversations, the more we lessen the stigma around it, and we get to take care of the people in our community, which is so, so important. So I just want to thank you again for this scholarship, and I hope you have an amazing day. See you later.
Hello, everyone. I hope that you are enjoying KAYDAY 2023. My name is Sabrina Nash, and I'm an author and educator here in the DMV area, currently serving students at Prince George's Community College. I am here in honor of the legacy of Kayla Ross Perry, and it is a pleasure to be here in support of the foundation, which has served many students over the years that it has been in operation. Today, I'm here to read you all a poem, and I'm excited to share this poem, which I've entitled Creation. From the loins of the universe, a seedling is planted. Mama gives birth to creation. The emergence of emotional, spiritual, and physical life manifests in form. A baby in every way, nurtured by love, cultivated and watered, is fed, sprouting as it absorbs the energies of the world as experiences forge and shape its being, budding, unearthing, learning, and fumbling its way through the way and waywardness surrounding. Our seed now seen through adolescent eyes, recognizing no fear as they become emotional and experienced before wise. Flowering, exploring both the wonders and dangers that astound, while navigating the matter of and other factors. Maturing under the influence of perception as pollutants and storms quake and alter realities. The seedling emerges a flower, budding with new ideations, impressing upon its own free will, willingly ripening and pollinating its own seeds sown in soil or dirt. Grown, our seedling bears new fruit, some sweet, some bitter, and some just strange, all unique to its own life experience. And so I hope that you enjoyed this poem. This poem was truly about the human experience, and comparing it to that of the creation of a plant, budding, sprouting, flowering, each plant of Mother Earth, uniquely designed and molded by their own experiences, embracing individuality while navigating life to eventually bear their own fruits. And so I hope that this poem resonates with you all, and I hope that you all continue to support KAYDAY and the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation. Thank you and enjoy your day.
Welcome back.
No, baby, not yet.
Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for everyone who is still hanging in there with us.
Yes, yes.
We actually have one or two more presentations.
And we will be done.
But we so appreciate your time and your energy.
Thank you.
I'm also not going to address what I see here to my right because this is a show that is not focused on sororities and fraternities, even though we are part of one. And I see that my brother to my right has chosen to add a piece of something that has Phi Beta Sigma on it. So I'm just going to acknowledge but not acknowledge. But we do want to thank Allison for bringing the information from the Epilepsy Foundation. We want to thank
Artwork by
Jade, and then we also want to thank Christian Inman And then Sabrina
Sabrina
with that lovely poem, which is
Beautiful.
entitled Creation.
Beautiful poem. Thank you. Don't forget, once again, to like, share, and comment. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. And thank you for staying with us. As my co-host said, we are almost at the end. We still have our special guest with us, Mr. Eric Gilliam. We're talking about emergencies and 911, and we want to just keep you on a little longer. And if you could kind of just give us some information about the 911 and how do we deal with that in terms of seizures?
Yeah, that's very important because oftentimes when a person is having a seizure, immediately the onlookers will call 911.
Gotcha.
But it's not always necessary to do that
Yeah.
if you understand some of the do's and don'ts and remember what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
But just in the case, in the event that that is not the case, then you would want to call 911 if the person has been injured during a seizure.
Okay.
Because we talked about not trying to restrict their movements or anything, but sometimes with their movements they can hit their head, hit something. So be very, very careful and watch. That's why it's important to make sure there's nothing around. But in the event that someone's injured,
Because really picking up off of that, generally one of the biggest fears of people who have loved ones with epilepsy is for them to hit their head during a seizure.
Absolutely.
Because that is often falls
Yes.
are often the reason that sometimes people unfortunately pass away
Sure.
because during a seizure they hit their head
Yes.
and they, you know. So that's important.
That's
here to
important.
remind us
That's
about.
very, very important. And also we talked about how long a seizure should last.
Yes.
And if a person is convulsing for more than 5 minutes, then you would want to call 911.
That is critical. Longer than 5 minutes, you dial 911. And a rule of thumb for just being kind of in that environment with children that I work with, when you see someone, when in doubt, dial 911.
Absolutely.
If you don't know what to do, even with the information that Mr. Gilliam has given us that we've gotten throughout this KAYDAY presentation, dial 911 if you see someone having a seizure, you're not sure what it is. But the most important piece, I think Mr. Gilliam told, do not leave the individual.
Absolutely.
You can dial 911 and stay there as opposed to dialing 911 and leaving. Stay with that individual because our daughter had seizures, and my fear was always she would have a seizure and people would leave her.
Yeah.
They would leave her, just watch her have a seizure and leave her alone by herself. That was always, as her father, that was always a fear for me when she was hanging out or traveling or whatever. And so I reiterate to all our listeners and viewers to stay with the individual, even if you don't know what to do, dial 911.
Absolutely. And 2 more quick points about that. Call 911 if you're not sure if this is their first seizure or not.
Okay.
And if you don't know whether it's their first seizure or not, then call 911.
Yes.
And finally, you will dial 911 if you think that there's any injury that has occurred as a result of having a seizure. Dial 911 if you believe any type of a medical attention is needed. And if you're questionable about whether medical attention is needed, dial 911.
Yes.
Those are just a few steps that I
excellent.
wanted to
That's
talk
excellent.
about that I think is very important.
I want to thank my Sigma brother. That was great information. Great information. Great information. Would you agree, my Delta wife? Would you not agree with that?
I agree
Yes,
that information was very helpful to the community, just as Danielle's information was helpful to the community.
Yes.
But I'm not quite sure if it was necessary to proceed with the fact that he is a Sigma brother.
No, I needed to get that out because that art piece was big. That was major.
That you and Eric have not let the Delta art piece go.
That was major because that was an awesome piece. That was an awesome piece.
You still struggle with it. You're not
That's an awesome piece. That was an awesome piece. That was a good piece. That was good, Jay.
What's next?
That's good, Jay.
What's next?
As we get prior to us closing, we have a song and one more art piece from Jay. And the song that I believe the young man is 10 years old. I believe he's 10 years old. His name is Jordan Brown, and it's entitled Jordan Brown Sings. So
That's what's up next. Let's watch the video.
Hi, I am Jordan Brown, and I am honored to present to you on behalf of the Kayla Ross Perry Memorial Foundation to bring awareness about epilepsy and SUDEP. Epilepsy affects so many families, including mine. There is so much more to learn and so much more to do. I pray the song gives you comfort and hope. My friend Keenan and Hannah will be accompanying me. Thanks, Keenan.
And
back. We are so glad that you're still with us.
Yes, yes.
Were you not blessed by
Yes.
Jay Brown Singh?
Yes.
Were you not blessed by that young man?
Yes, outstanding.
If you go onto
Awesome.
Facebook, you will find him by Jay Brown Singh.
Yes.
And we want to thank him and his
Thank
mom
you, thank
for
you, thank you,
agreeing
thank you.
to share his talents with us today.
Yes.
And we also hope that you enjoyed that last piece of art,
Yes, yes,
from Jay.
yes.
And we are now basically
Coming to a close, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you, thank you. What is it? Like, love, share, comment.
Absolutely.
Did I get it? I got it mixed up.
Yeah, you act like you were trying to order some ice cream.
No, I know how to order ice cream.
Cold
I know.
Stone.
No, that's easy.
Cold
I
Stone
want
ice cream is
2 scoops of banana ice cream. That's it. I got that. Okay.
like it, love it.
Like it, share, and love it, and comment. We pray that you heard something, saw something that inspired you. Once again, we cannot thank you enough for your continued support through prayers, but more importantly, financially as well, to able to give out the scholarships that we continue to give out in our daughter's name and helping us to keep her legacy alive.
Right, and the 3 individuals that you saw today,
Yes.
Clifton, Christian,
Yes.
and Janae, are all recipients of your giving. And so we just want to thank you, and we want to remind you that whatever piece of information was helpful, that you share that with somebody that you know.
Yes.
And last but not least, you know, we have the scholarship.
Oh, yes.
And the scholarship deadline was Friday, the 5th. But guess what? We didn't have anyone that applied yet.
No one needs money for college.
And remember, if you live in D.C., if you live in Maryland, if you live in Virginia, that is the first qualifier. The second piece is one of 2 things.
Yes.
If you happen to be living with epilepsy. Or if you are pursuing the creative arts.
Or the creative arts.
And we've extended that to June the 1st. We'll give you another 30 days, okay? Now, who's this?
We have a special guest to help us close out. Our oldest granddaughter, AC1, better known as Araya, but we call her affectionately AC1. Let's welcome her to the show.
Hi.
Woo!
So, you want to share anything about, besides saying hi? No.
She said no. She just wanted to greet the people. This is the quietest I've ever heard of.
Exactly.
But it's all good. We love her. We love her.
But we also want to thank every participant
Yes.
that joined our program, your time and your energy. And we also want to thank Miss Vanessa Monongo, who is our production partner. We also want to thank Mr. Terrell, who helped us with our graphic design.
Yes.
And then the board of directors.
Yes.
We want to thank all our board of directors. There were some who couldn't be here today, but we want to thank Danielle Lewis, Eric Gilliam, Crystal Garrison, and Monica Powell. And so, again, from our heart to yours. And we want to thank our assistant camera guy, Dante.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Dante. And we just, again, appreciate the fact that you stayed here, you've enjoyed it, and that we know that you're going to share this information. But remember to always go to our website, which is www.KaylaRossPerryMemorialFoundation.org. And have a wonderful day.
God bless.